Welcome to our second morning anchored in the Lagoon of Bora Bora for another sunrise over Mount Atumano, and oh no, there's been a change in our yogurt supplier. So if I eat this, there'll be no trouble. I think you'll be okay, Doobie, but what does the day have in store for us?
Well, good morning, everybody. We're on the tender. We're headed for an all-day lagoon snorkel with lunch on a Motu. So stay tuned. See what we find today on Traveling with the Doobies.
As we arrive in Vaitape to the sound of familiar welcoming music, we are looking for our tour boat this morning, booked through Lagoon Service of Bora Bora. We chose to book this directly based on recommendations we found online instead of booking the excursion through Windstar. It was quite a bit cheaper, and as it turned out, the groups from our boat also hopped on tours with Lagoon Service. We had about 20-minute wait at the pier for our 9:45 a.m. pickup. The communication with Ura from Lagoon Service was excellent, with very clear instructions on where to meet this morning. We have booked a full-day adventure, and as you can see, our schedule is jam-packed, with the first stop being right off the Motu from yesterday to visit Stingrays. As we pull onto the white sandy shallows, we can see shadows beneath the boat. Larry, those don't look like stingrays to me. These small reef sharks are the first on site to greet the snorkeling boats this morning and are here with a number of opportunists. We see a needlefish skimming the surface and a lot of vagabond butterfly fish all looking for a handout. Most of the sharks here are around 4 feet long or so, but one approaching 6 feet long has his own remora. Oh, the heartbreak of remoras. We're not in the water for more than a few minutes when these graceful, long-tailed rays glide onto the scene. Black Tip Reef Sharks and Stingrays can often be found in close proximity, and of course, when there's been human interaction interference, such as providing a little squid, they will congregate closer. At this size, the sharks would rarely ever predate upon a ray, but they have been known to eat juvenile rays, and even work together to dispatch a more reasonably sized ray. But tension is low this morning. What struck us was these very long whip-like tails of these stingrays, an indicator that these are Pink Whiprays. Many of the rays know there's a treat coming and they mob our guide this morning. But then a very interesting reaction occurs after they all have had a snack. One of the rays swims right into his arms and just stays there nuzzling up. She is easily recognizable as this stingray has lost her stinging barb many years ago, maybe fending off sharks. But she's much bigger now and seems to just enjoy the interaction. Stingrays seem to be able to recognize people, maybe from a distinctive smell, perhaps voice, probably less likely due to sight. While there is some controversy around feeding wild stingrays, there's also a cultural link in Polynesia between people and rays. Rays are respected and seen as symbolic of spirits of the ancestors, and the interaction with these rays maybe should be looked upon in that perspective.
Thank you, Gigi.
Since 2006, it has been illegal to kill sharks and rays in the 2.1 million square miles that makes up the waters of French Polynesia.
I love her. So you have to know.
That's a protected area that's half the size of Canada. So of course, dummy Doobie swimming alongside the boat, and I didn't realize that there's an outrigger between me and the open water. Bang, bruised forehead. Add to that, opening up the previous scab on the knee on the boat ladder, and hey, it's a twofer. A little extra blood, not like there are sharks around, jeez. As our time on the sand draws to an end, here's a good safety reminder. In areas with stingrays, always shuffle your feet along the bottom, as an accidental step could cause a ray to involuntarily whip that stinger right into a foot or leg, or worse. So joining us on this excursion today are a couple and their parents from Romania. A mother and son who are staying at the Conrad on the west side of the island, and another young couple who are cruising on the Aranui 3. We had time to stretch out on the bow a bit as we made our way through the channel that cuts through the reef and into the sapphire blue waters. So we had to ask our guides, think we'll see more sharks out here? Oh yeah, there's sharks out here. What's impressive is watching the instant, rapid, fast twitch acceleration as we fumble about trying not to get swept out by the current. Black Tip Reef Sharks can instantly accelerate from near zero to over 20 miles an hour in a blink. They have also been known to leap completely out of the water as they attack small prey. Any more fun facts, Larry? Thanks, Larry, and we didn't add to that total today either. The small black fish we see in the background are triggerfish, and based on the shading of their heads and their tail structures, these appear to be red-toothed triggerfish. This is an awesome experience, though if you're uncomfortable in the water with sharp-toothed predators that can instantly be in your personal space and that come from every direction, maybe watch from the boat. There was also a hefty current, as you may be able to see by the constant frenzied fin movement of those triggerfish. But the crew had safety lines on a float behind the outrigger, so you could hold on to the outrigger itself to maintain your position or hold on to the line. Our water baby guides, though, had no issues and even took an opportunity to free dive down to the anchorage.
Note to viewer, objects in camera are as close as they appear.
This was both an exciting and beautiful opportunity, if not a little tiring. So back on the boat, we continue our tour around the lagoon, passing the small industrial port of Wharapiti, and past the World War II guns at Whaanui, and then north toward the airport and a break between two motus where the Bora Bora coral gardens awaited us. So I have an admission to make. I had a lot of trouble editing this video down already with the amazing encounters with the stingrays and the deepwater black tips, and now some of the most spectacular coral still to be found anywhere on Earth. From the moment we splashed into the water, this reef continued to deliver gorgeous colors in the species of fish and the coral itself. So I hope you enjoy this swim almost as much as we did, and we'll try to identify some of these beautiful fish. There are stretches of the garden where it's tough to tell if the clams live on the reef or if the reef is built upon the giant clams. Swimming on this pristine reef, even the normally shy green chromies will come out to swim along with us. As we head back to the boat, it seems like we have an escort of sergeant fish, butterfly fish, and 6 bar wrasses. Time to go. Bye, little guy. Back underway, we are turning east and south where the larger scale luxury resorts, each with their overwater bungalows, sit in the glistening teal blue water. First up, we pass the Four Seasons, followed by the St. Regis Resort. Wonder which one of those bungalows will be ours in 2 more nights. On our right side, we see another signature look at Mount Altamano with a crooked emerald finger pointing up at the blue sky. Once we pass the Westin and Intercontinental, our captain points us at the shore where we see picnic tables in the lagoon. We are starving after all the activity this morning, and it's time for lunch. And one of our crew, being too shy to pee in the ocean, has to make a pit stop before we have lunch. Once Les Toilettes is complete, we find the Lagoon Service team has set up quite a spread. I particularly enjoyed the ahi and coconut milk and the steak. They were both really good. Finally, a beach barbecue I liked. And the great thing about dining in the lagoon is no dropped crumbs are ever wasted.
Oh man, you're the lucky one.
Once lunch was complete, it was demonstration time. How to weave coconut fronds into plates and how to crack the ripe coconut.
Goes under the first left is black under, then over, and second one opposite, over, under, then over, and the last one is the first one, under, over, under, then always top. Then remember there is a leaf inside. That leaf is from the kahaya tree. There's a kahaya tree on the boxing service. Easier to check if it's good water or not. You can just shake it and hear the water inside. Show you this how to husking coconut with this sharp stick. The back side is the part of the coconut used to be connected to the coconut tree, and that is the softest part of the coconut. That is the part that we're gonna open the coconut from. And doing like this, just plant the stick inside. See that? Oh. Then one hand holding the coconut, the other hand push it down. Okay. See? Oh. That's how you husking coconut. A lot of people open that with their teeth too. Not anymore. This is a ripe coconut. You open this coconut with something hard. The 2 eyes, the mouth, got a line here. So if you hit cross the line, save the shell and save the water. Yeah. Then you can drink the water.
Seems delicious. Coconut water is pretty much like tropical dishwater, we find. been another great day out on the water, but the day's not quite over yet. After a tasty seafood dinner in Amphora tonight, we had the guest and crew talent show to close out the evening. First up, well, let's see how those drumming lessons went, Danny Doobie. And continuing the WinStar theme that if you are somewhat mobile and active, you will get to be part of the entertainment, it's time for some Doobie Haka. But you know, Doobie doesn't take instruction very well, so there were some tense moments. Luckily, the crew had a little talent to show off, from the, well, I'm not sure what this is, to a crew rock band with our barista Adai on the bass. But it's getting late and we're running on fumes and bourbon. We'll let BD2 and Danny have a nightcap in the lounge as we're off to bed. Tomorrow is Huahine and our last full day on the Star Breeze. Good night.